Monique been telling y'all black women are being underpaid. When Cookie, I forgot, Tahara Pinson, I forgot, one of my favorite actors. When Cookie started saying it, now everybody jumping on the bandwagon. It's starting to be a reality. It's starting to be a reality. But Monique been told y'all. Monique been told y'all. I can't talk right now. I'm on live. Monique been told y'all. They paid Brad Pitt $25 million and gave her $150,000. But when people start opening their mouth up, it becomes reality. Tahara P. Henson, my bad, Tahara. You one of my favorites, my bad. But power comes in numbers.
What Boosie is reacting to were some comments made by Tahari Pinson, aka Taraji.p Henson, as she recently discussed the pay disparity for black actresses in Hollywood. Originally, Taraji said, yo, reason why y'all ain't seen me in a little minute is because I fired everybody after Cookie. Everybody had to go. After she played the infamous Cookie Lyons role with Empire, she said, where was my deal? Where was my commercial? I was at the top of the fashion game with the Cookie character. Where's my endorsement? What did you have set up for me after this? That's why y'all ain't seen me in so long. They had nothing set up. All they wanted was another Cookie show. Boosie saying, yo, yeah, Cookie Lyons, aka Tahari Pinson, aka Taraji.p Henson, she has a great point. I think Boosie is like, yes, and Monique has been trying to cement that point for years about black women not getting the fair pay that they deserve on any darn level, right? Monique was more or less speaking about comedians at the time. Taraji's focusing on black actresses. You remember that legendary Monique Breakfast Club interview when she's calling Charlemagne by his government name, Leonard McKelvey? It was classic, but she was talking to some real stuff. She was like, yo, why my Netflix deal ain't anywhere near what some of these other people are making? And I'm funnier than them. My numbers speak for themselves, according to Monique, right? When I hear Taraji.p Henson speak on the pay gap for women, it's really tough for fans to speak on this because a lot of those contracts are closed. We don't know exactly how much money everybody's making per episode, per film, unless they put those numbers out, unless they have their teams put those numbers out. So it's kind of tough for anybody to stand up for people when they don't know what the numbers are. I think that's why a lot of fans don't speak out, because fans will talk, right? We have no problem, for all my sports fans out there, we have no problem stepping up and getting into NBA, NFL, baseball contracts because those numbers are public. So we'll speak on them. If people want their privacy with what they're making, it's kind of tough for fans to feel bad. Not to mention we're talking about millionaires complaining over millions when we're just coming out of one of the craziest global pandemics ever. Taraji recently kind of like wanted to pull back the conversation about black actresses' pay disparity in Hollywood because she felt like it was kind of oversaturating the film. She said, yo, I hope they can focus back onto this film because right now it feels like what I said is becoming louder than a beautiful film. Now, a lot of people are like, yo, Taraji, the film is Oprah's film. Like, why you ain't talking about the black billionaire that's next to you and in the film with you? Taraji did support Oprah. She said, Miss Oprah has been nothing less than a steady and solid beacon of light to all of the cast of The Color Purple. She told me personally to reach out to her for anything I needed, and I did. It took one call, one conversation, and one decision making black women to make me feel heard. Yeah, so from what I've seen from the numbers in the box office, The Color Purple started out super strong in Hollywood. As a matter of fact, I know my wife took some of the family to go see The Color Purple. I think that was Christmas Day that it came out. Now, here's the thing. There were 5 NBA games going on Christmas Day, and not to mention, there was a potential Super Bowl preview that day. Remember, Baltimore Ravens, San Francisco 49ers. Now, the film is already not catered to men as is, but y'all telling me y'all gonna drop this Color Purple film on the day of Christmas. All right, that means the men had already had stuffed our faces all day. All right, we done had good food. A lot of us off work. A lot of us don't get a lot of off days. There are 5 NBA games on. There are 5 NBA games on. You want me to go watch this film with 5 NBA games on? And even if you do convince me to get around my Christmas food, to get around the 5 NBA games, you can say, yo, it's just December in the NBA. All right, cool. You want me to not watch the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers as the nightcap game? Huh, yeah. How's that gonna work? And I'm bringing that up for a reason, because the Color Purple film did do great the first day, but obviously you gotta know that probably was like, what, 90, 95% women only at that film? Now, take that a step further. Today, the Color Purple film, those numbers haven't been as great. They did great the opening day, opening weekend, but the numbers have fell off significantly. Now, you could look at that a few different ways. I don't know if the interest from the males were ever into the Color Purple franchise. The fact that it's a remake, the fact that a lot of men probably never went to see it on the first day, which means the conversation in the male community side, definitely the black male community side, would have been lower. And a lot of women now, they do the Beyonce Renaissance. They want to go see it the first day or not at all. I'm saying there's a lot of things that went into that. The reality is the black male interest in the Color Purple film would have had to been low. And, you know, again, I credit Taraji for saying, let's just focus back on the film for now. But I definitely want to hear any conversation about the pay disparity in Hollywood. Because these things I be wanting to know, but we don't know the numbers. So it's kind of tough to really support the Tarajis, the Moniques, because we don't have the data like we do like sports contracts. Time, love, and support. Boosie steps up. Y'all know I'm always trying to look at a music angle to cover other stories. So I think it's dope that Boosie stepped up and, you know, showed his support for Taraji or Tahari Penton and Monique. All right, time, love, support with your boy. We never take for granted. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing.
Why build theirs when I believe I can build my own?
You've already done it, or I wouldn't be here.
I'm already the only elite sports and music journalist in the game today. My goal is simple: to be the best there's ever been. So please don't go. Make sure you subscribe and follow the journey. It truly means everything to me. I tell stories. I talk music. I cover sports. I am culture. I am Pharaoh.